On April 9, 1982, Colonel Lee Shelton and Major Bill Keller took off from Beale Air Force Base on an SR-71 airframe that was coming off from several years of deep storage. Everything went smoothly. Until at Mach 3 at 71,000 feet, the master caution light came on. The pilots were surprised by it, because normally they'll be dealing with an emergency before the master caution light had come on. Looking at the panel of 40 lights, it indicated the System A flight hydraulic failure. Luckily, there were two independent hydraulic systems on the Blackbird, System A and B. But in case one failed, the procedure was to land as quickly as possible after dumping some fuel. As the pilot was descending, the master caution light came on again, indicating System B flight hydraulic failure. At this point, both crew went, "Oh shit," because the emergency procedure for when both hydraulic systems fail is to immediately eject. But because they still had some control of the aircraft, they were able to continue flying and headed toward Beale Air Force Base to avoid ejecting. Once they reached 30 miles north of the airbase, they contacted the tower, letting them know that they had dual flight control hydraulic failure. The tower mirrored the crew's reaction. "Oh shit!" As the Blackbird crossed the runway threshold, the remaining pressure in System B hydraulic system was virtually zero, with the aircraft barely being controllable. Nevertheless, they landed safely. It turned out that the hydraulic seals in both A and B systems had failed, and out of the 6 gallons of hydraulic fuel, only a few cups were left in the system. But the crew wasn't always that lucky. When a similar incident happened on April 21, 1989, the crew of an SR-71 had to eject because a hydraulic failure made the aircraft uncontrollable. The pilot and the RSO were successfully rescued near the Philippines, and the aircraft was later salvaged by the US Navy. But what was the SR-71 doing near the Philippines?